Hello, my name is Antoinette Wieman, and in this short video I will take you through OGSM and how to make your plan with OGSM. But first of all, let me explain why you should want to use OGSM. Well, what we've seen is that it really is contributing to the motivation of staff in the organization because they can see themselves how they contribute to achieving the big, hairy, audacious goal or the ambition of the organization. It's also easy to communicate to all levels of the organization. And if you're going through a large transformation, it's important to reach out to all of those levels. The third element or the reason why you want to use OGSM is you create impact because you assure that all efforts are contributed to these one goals or these goals you've set. And then again, you're flexible. You're able to adjust your plans and to respond to new trends or new opportunities that come on your way. Then another point is you're in control. It's easy to monitor the progress of your OGSM and to check if you're on track. The last point is that you're efficient. The whole planning process is much more efficient because there's no need for long-winded plans which take forever to complete and which maybe nobody reads. And this, you keep it really compact and off you go. And finally, it's a proven method. What we've seen is there's thousands and thousands of organizations across the world. I couldn't even imagine that there were so many, like public or private organizations, that are all using OGSM, and including some big names like Procter & Gamble, Honda, Mars, but also smaller organizations, even charities or schools use OGSM to plan their progress. Then to give you an idea of what it looks like, this is an OGSM. So it starts with the objective, then goes into goals, strategies, dashboard measures, and action measures. I will take you through each and every one of these elements, starting with the objective. So the objective is the O, and it's formulated in what, by, how matter. So if I use the corona as one of the examples of an OGSM, you have an objective to minimize the effect of corona by flattening the curve. And that's the strategy to achieve this objective. So this is our objective. And from there, from the objective, we define our goals. And this we split up in two ways, really. So we have an objective which consists of these two elements, and both of the elements we split out in goals. So we call them the what goals and the how goals. So in terms of the corona example, we want to minimize the effect of corona. This means that how many emergency beds we have available, and the how, so that's really related to the actions we take or the strategy we take. It's flattening the curve. So we measured it by the number of new patients coming in to the hospital. So we have really quantified our high-level objective, which tends to have more kind of fluffy words, in tangible goals. We really make them specific and explain what we mean by them. So the next step is to develop our strategies. So the strategies is how we're going to get from our current situation to our desired situation. So what are our courses of actions? So most organizations have a people strategy, a customer strategy, a process strategy, a partner strategy, and an innovation strategy. Those tend to be kind of the higher level strategies you can choose from. And from there, we go into the individual measures. So the measures consist out of two things. It's the what measures, the how measures. So these are really the KPIs at a lower level. For example, if we are introducing test facilities, if this is one of our strategies, then a measure could be the number of test facilities we have built or created. And another measure could be the number of people that have been tested. And so those are really measures into the how. Then the final point is actions. So actions are further down the line, are even more, let's say, specific. So these are, for example, your communication plan. So you have a communication plan to inform people about risks, and you put that in your OGSM. So this is how the whole thing hangs together. It's the objective, going into goals, strategies, and measures, and you go, at each step becomes more and more specific and all contributing. Then the whole thing is boiled down into one A4 or one page, where you see for maximum of 5 strategy. We really recommend you don't go any further than 5, because that really becomes too complicated otherwise, or becomes too long. If you want to make a larger plan, it's better to make a child OGSM and to fill in further details there. Then once you're done with your one-page plan, your plan on a page, you want to set up your process to monitor this. So each element of your OGSM you want to monitor and refine with a particular frequency. So you want to set up a plan on how you're going to refine and track your progress for each element of your OGSM. And in order to make it work, you need to not only organize your process, your refinement process, but also assure that your people have the right skills to make your OGSM and also to make it better. So it requires not a lot of training, but a bit of training to understand what is a goal, what is a measure, and to really, to practice a little bit with this in order to all speak the same language and to assure that you are, have the skills to have the communication and to make your plans better. And last but not least is also to have a toolbox, a tool you use to make your plan better and to monitor this. Obviously, we offer OGSM software to help and to make this a smooth process, but you can also use PowerPoint or Excel as your first attempt. But you will see if things getting a bit more bigger, then it's easier to use software. It makes it more easy to track your progress. But I'll explain about the software in another video. Thank you for listening, and do watch our other videos.